Do you actually need to wake up early in the morning to be successful?
This is what worked for me. This is what saved my company.
The way you begin each day sets up the way you live each day.
Rise and shine, it's espresso time.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and this channel was created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back, a lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there's something greater inside you as well, that you've got Michael Jordan level talent at something. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee and sip on today's message from Dan Lok. Also, if you want to learn to have more confidence, check out my 254 series. It's free. The link to join is in the description below.
After you practice martial art, you develop this natural self-confidence. Not cockiness, but you develop this natural self-confidence. There's a problem with young people. You're not good at anything. Oh, I'm so good. No, tell me the truth. You're not good at anything. You see this on social media very often. People talk about the morning ritual or waking up very early in the morning, because all successful people, they all wake up in the morning. So do you actually need to wake up early in the morning to be successful? That's one of the problems with people don't know how to filter advice. Now, are there a lot of people who are successful who wake up in the morning? Absolutely. But are there also a lot of people who are successful who don't wake up in the morning? Absolutely, right? But is this propaganda on social media that people focus so much on that? Success has to do with your habits, what you do on a consistent basis. And you have to know what time in the day that you're the most productive. For some people, it is early in the morning where there's no distraction. There's people are still sleeping and you go through the day, maybe you go work out, maybe you do meditation, then you plan the day, that's fine. For some people, they don't wake up early, they wake up whatever time and then they work late at night. They're more like a night owl. I'm more like a night owl. I find that I'm the most creative late at night when it's quiet, when there's no noise, right? When there's not a lot going on. I find that those quiet times sometimes become my thinking time. So that's what works for me. I think you need to find what works for you. Doesn't matter whose advice you're getting from. It could be from me, it could be from anybody else, but you have to know yourself enough. If it doesn't work for you, if you get up in the morning, you're like, oh my God, I'm so tired, you're sleepy, you're exhausted, and for many days, and that's just like it screws up your biological clock, then it doesn't work for you. And that's kind of one thing that I gravitate towards Bruce Lee's martial art. As you follow my work, you know I'm a martial artist, that Bruce is always about you finding your own path. That's why he said his martial art style is not a style, it's a set of principles. You define what works for you. Absorb what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is eventually on your own.
The fastest path for you to get the success you're after is to model success. The idea here is simple. You find people who have already done the thing that you want to do, learn from them, understand what they did to get there, and then try on their hat, right? See what worked for them and apply it to your business. This is what worked for me. This is what saved my company. Bill Gates saved my first company, even though I've never met him. I haven't yet. We're gonna make it happen, hopefully soon. I was struggling. I had a upstart software company that wasn't making money, and I quit on my business partner, and I woke up the next day and said, I need to find a way to make this happen. Like, I can't quit on this too soon because I'm gonna regret it if I don't keep going. And so I said, who has done this before? Who's done this? And I thought of Bill Gates. This is the first person that came to mind, was Bill Gates. So I looked at his story and how did he build Microsoft? Well, it was through partnerships. And so I started making partnerships in my business. I had nothing else to lose. I was already at rock bottom, right? I had already quit on my partner. It was hopeless. So let's just give this a shot. And within, I don't know, a couple months, maybe even sooner, I landed my first partnership deal for $13,500. And at the time, guys, I was making $300 a month. So that money meant the world to me. Like that was bank. And more important than that, it gave me hope, you know, like this could happen. This business could actually work. And it gave me a model to then go and do it again and again and again. And ever since then, whenever I don't know what to do, I model success. I find someone who's done it and I try to apply their strategies and make it work for me. But this is the important thing. Not every strategy is going to work the same way for them as it did for you. So maybe waking up early is your ticket. Maybe waking up later is going to be your ticket. There's people who've done both. Which is the one that's going to work for you? You won't know by sitting on the couch and thinking about it. The best thing you can do is just go and try. You try on their hat, right? Bill Gates did this. Dan Lok does this. Bruce Lee does this. Awesome. Try it. Try it and see. People prejudge so early. You have to change your habits. If you want to get something more than you have right now, it's because you're doing something different than what you're doing right now. And different is scary. Different means you don't know if it's going to work out or not. Different is different. We don't want to do different, right? You want to stay inside our comfort zone. That's not where your success is going to come. But not everything you try is going to work. Even the ones that do work won't work 100%. The way that Bill Gates did partnerships in his business is different than the way that I did it. But just that idea alone took me 80% of the way. Modeling success takes you 80% of the way. And then that final 20% is you got to make the adjustments to make it your own. Because otherwise you just end up being a junior version of somebody else instead of being you. But I think we're too often just judging people. You're judging a strategy saying, well, that's not going to work for me without even trying it. And so I have this channel where you can learn from people every day. I have my top 10 rules where you can watch those videos and learn from people every day. If you watch a top 10 video, these are 10 rules for some of the most successful people on the planet in the history of humanity. Here they are with 10 different lessons. Not all of those 10 lessons have to work for you, have to apply to you. Take one of them, take two of them, and just do something. Just apply it to your life, apply it to your business, and see if you get a result. That's the key. And so you need to get out of your head, you need to get out of your own way, and you need to just start doing. The best thing you can do is go from idea to action. When you see something that kind of makes sense, that might be a fit for you, just start doing it. Stop judging, start doing it, and apply it to your business and see if it works. Give it a shot. Now I've got a really special bonus script that I think you're going to enjoy, but before that, question of the day, I want to know, what is one thing that you're going to try on today? What is one success habit, secret idea, something you've seen that you've been afraid to take on, you've been judging, you think it's not going to work for me? What's one of those things that's worked for somebody else that you are going to try on and see if it will work for you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video and you're going to take some action after watching it, instead of just watching another video without doing anything, give me a hashtag believe down in the comments as well.
The way you begin each day sets up the way you live each day. I mean, the Spartan warriors said it so well. Sweat more in training, bleed less in war. And if you want to be literally undefeatable in business, literally unstoppable in life, you really want to dial in your morning routine. And so you want to do things like starting the day sweating, because that releases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, that repairs brain cells from stress. You want to sweat because that's going to increase your metabolic rate, which is going to give you energy. And we live in a world where energy is even more valuable than intelligence. You want to, in your morning routine, take the time to write in a journal so you actually can detect your values, reconnect with your goals each day, get to know yourself even more, because awareness is the beginning of transformation. And you want to get your morning routine right, so you take some time at the front end of your day to learn. Because as you learn more, you know you're going to achieve more. And as you understand better, you can achieve larger.
If you want Dan Lok's advice on why you are losing, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
In the marketplace, a lot of the people, when they want to price their service, here's what most people do.